Welcome to the Trinitech Cast. This is episode number 86. 86, yeah, that's correct, boy. Oh, that's a lot of episodes. My dog is barking. But you all know that by now. This is the 13th of the 10th, 13th of October, 2024. And we record on a Sunday night. It's about 7:27 right now because we all talk for a good bit before we start the show. I don't know. Now, there's so many things we talk about. We can't put in like, people, let's create like a premium.
A pre-show.
Yeah, a pre-show, like, to log in to get to the pre-show. Anyhow, my name is Mr. Charles. This is Trinitech Cast. And this is Akim there, his government name. For those of you who've been listening for a long time, yep, the government name. We got it at some point in time. I can't remember the episode, but we will put it in the memorial. So yeah, welcome to the podcast. Glad to have you all locked on. And I put up a video about podcasts the other day on TikTok, and it probably reached like 900 and something views. I can't remember, but who cares? Some people was giving some comments about other Trini podcasts that aren't DJ mixers. And I was, because remember when we searched for the top podcasts and thing in Trinidad, there's one set of DJ mixers that we've seen and thing. Yeah. They actually have one to talking.
Yeah, I know it's there's a few, but I'm not sure how consistent they might be.
Well, I find one. Well, I ain't listened to it yet. It's called Die Good Talk, DAI Good Talk, right?
Yeah, I think I saw.
It seemed like it started off as a relationship podcast, but then it started to talk about other things in life. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and listen to it this week and see how it goes. But I don't know, and nobody else gave me any other suggestions about any, because everybody else like, no. I don't listen to any local ones. I'll be like, well, have you ever heard of the Trinitech Cast? And they're like, okay, I'll check it out. So if you're listening to this podcast because of that video, well, thanks. Glad to have you. You'll add to the 30-something people that regularly listen, at least on Spotify. So, what you do techie this week?
Oh, I'm back into Oracle Cloud.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Dangerous space.
I built a server this week, Oracle Linux 8, Tomcat, and a Tomcat 9 application. So,
wait now, I always wondered how Tomcat does work now. Like, what does actually do? What Tomcat does actually do?
It's a web server, Apache Tomcat.
It's like Apache? Okay, cool. Yeah. So Apache Tomcat is like a spin-off of Apache, because I thought I used to just install Apache servers.
Yeah, Apache made, it's Apache Tomcat.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just Apache. Because when you start to build a web server, you should build a LAMP server, right? Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. That's what you needed to build to put up our WordPress website on our local Linux machine. Yeah, so ask me how I know that, right? I don't know why I know that.
So Tomcat more, like we could say, more robust for more enterprise scale type applications.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so Apache is probably like the open source version, and Tomcat is the
Tomcat free too. It's free too.
Of real? Okay.
Yeah, it's free as well too. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Somewhere along the line, Apache had to make money. That must have been really cool.
Yeah.
It feel good.
So yeah, Tomcat with Oracle backend.
Okay.
Oracle REST
API?
REST something. ORDS. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's REST API. Well, I know it's the REST API. It's like, that's how you send stuff from one place.
Yeah, Oracle REST Data Services. Okay. ORDS, yeah.
Right. Well, must be nice. That sounded very techy. I did think I told you last week I was trying to fix my 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said it on the podcast or if it was pre-show, but yeah, I fixed my 3D printer and I printed a cup holder for one of them big water bottles. So it does fit inside the normal cup holder, and the big water bottle could fit inside of it. And I felt accomplished. Right now I have our next thing 3D printing, but our cup holder take a day and 12 hours. No, not 12 hours, sorry. It probably take about 28 hours to print. Yeah, because it was big, because it had to print this big bottle. I didn't know it would be so big. But because my 3D printer is working again, I just have this renewed desire not to print random things.
Talking about renewed desire. Before the show, I was telling about how I was using Copilot, I think. What about so, you could do a video on Copilot that, renew your desire doing videos.
Right now, so yeah, this is right. I posting one video per week now. So basically one produced video per week. And last week I did a video about podcasts. Before that it was one about doing PDFs. Before that it was something else. You know what happened to me this week? I have a spoof TikTok account,
Somebody.
My account is makeITsimpleTT. Somebody have an account called makeITsimpleTT. MARKET. And it has like 500 followers, right?
Yeah.
Is one of my students came and said, "Sir, I follow you and you follow me back." I was like, "No, you mad? I don't follow back anybody. Like, I promise you." And she's like, I know I find it weird. And then you send me a message to some Telegram group chat. I was like, "Did you click on the link to join the group chat?" I was like, "No, why are you going to a group chat with Sir for?" I was like, "Good, because you click on a fake account." Is a fella showed me it a few weeks ago. But I didn't really study it. There's only one of my students highlighted to me. So I feel I might make a video about that fake account and show people how a fake account actually takes place and what is the goal behind it, with me as the example. But
I had a few of that too, but
they said, and they jack your exact videos and just put it back up?
No, they didn't do any. Well, at the time when I checked, they didn't do any videos. They just had the exact same profile picture and they just changed a few things in the username. Yeah,
they jack my exact videos. Every single video I put up, it going back up same day. And I like, wow, that's a real interesting algorithm to just, pull my videos. And it have the TikTok logo on the bottom right-hand side, I think.
Yeah.
And I like, all right, this must be interesting. I want to go to the Telegram account and actually start chatting to see how far down the rabbit hole I will go. But I don't have time. I really don't have time. Yeah. So if anybody want to do it for me and send it to me and send me the screenshots, let me know. Speaking of screenshots, sorry, we're still in the intro conversation earlier. Normally we just do this intro conversation. It's like 5 minutes. I drive through Arima today.
Yeah.
And I saw a Wi-Fi called Connected Arima. And when you click on the Wi-Fi, you need to put in, I kid you not, the captive portal for the Wi-Fi. Yeah. The captive portal for the Wi-Fi says, just now a screenshot as well. Oh, screenshots, right. You have to put in your email address, your first name, your last name, and your phone number to be able to connect to the Wi-Fi. Now, why you need my phone number for?
Yeah. Election next year.
No, that was saying. You could get my email address, which is normal. Whenever you connect a captive portal, they need your email address because, I don't know, it's technology and they'll send you a code or some kind of thing when you log in. Asking me for my phone number to connect to Wi-Fi, that is not a good look. Connected Arima. That is not a good look.
Data I was supposed
to send you screenshots.
Compile a big master list. Sounds like, there's people in Arima or people visit Arima. You could target them with some,
political advertisements. That's what they're going to target you with. To vote for PNM or Penelope or whatever it is. But okay, cool. Well, that is our intro. Welcome to the podcast, y'all. Today we'll be talking about digital transformation highlights, cashless Trinidad, and the Tesla robot, because it's a real thing about that Tesla robot. I can't wait to get to that part, but we still have to go through the two local and one international because that's how we normally roll on the podcast. We have local things to talk about, and the first one is all the digital transformation highlights that we've seen, and then cashless Trinidad. But this time we actually know the people who are trying to make the cashless Trinidad happen and the frameworks that they're trying to put in place. So we'll go a little deeper into that from the technical side, and then we'll talk about the Tesla robot, right? So let's get ready to go into it. We'll take our first break and then come back with the digital transformation highlights. Like, spoiler alert, it's an Instagram page we're going to go through. We're going to go through our Instagram page we'll talk about the way that it was presented, but we'll actually ask some questions about how those things actually work in. So we'll be back after this break. Well, you probably made it this far in the podcast. That means you probably like technology a lot and like to at least hear us talk about technology. And that also means you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a website built or an app built or some sort of technology integrated in their business. If you want to help them out, you could send them to makeITsimpleTT, send them to us. And we have business services that range from building websites to building apps to invoicing systems to ensuring that technology is used in your company, the installation of routers, buying things online. So you can check us out, 308-8799. You can check our services out, or you could go to makeITsimpleTT.com and see some of the things that we've done and maybe give a recommendation to our website built or something like that. Back to the podcast. So first story is, very rarely do we ever have to share an Instagram page with you, but this is the only place I could find the information, and I'll tell you why. Because all of them point to our website, but the website just not there. I don't know. So let's go to the first okay, I'll click on it. Oh, I'll zoom in, but okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll log in.
Yeah. All right, so the first one, there's this page, the part on the Instagram page where they have MDT Progress Report 2024, and then they have all of these pictures with heading and then the things that they did. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them. And then now a totally blank one because somebody forgot to put a thumbnail for this picture, right? But so here's the progress report that they have. We'll go through it piece by piece. First one is, for those of you all listening, we'll have the link, of course, in the chat, in the show notes. Supporting persons with disabilities, TAT's PWD project offers a subsidy of up to $600 to help persons with disabilities get smartphones. Since 2020, 1,441 persons have benefited, empowering them with better access to digital services.
You know about this?
No? What are you talking about? $600 to the PWD project? I've never heard about it in my life. And I don't know.
Google it? PW Project Trinidad.
Yeah, you look fit. Tell me what you see, because first thing is a subsidy of $600 to get a cell phone. You're not even getting a Galaxy A01 with that.
Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing.
Nothing, that is true. But you're giving them, I don't know, if it's a subsidy, hopefully they'll put their own money and get a better phone, right? But most people, when they have a subsidy, they're going to use that to buy the phone. And $600 to get a smartphone ain't moving the needle anywhere, because you're gonna get a bad thing.
I found it on TAT's website.
But what I want to, well, that's what they have the website on, tat.org.tt. But when you go to these websites, it don't have no like prominent link for you to find it. So yeah, first off, yeah.
Okay, check the notes. I found
yeah.
But
okay. Redirecting you to who this is taking long. Okay, cool. All right. This project aims to provide people with mobile devices participants wishing to benefit from it meet an eligibility criteria, cover any differences in excess of $600, enter into agreement with the authority to the respective service provider. Applicant must have any disability and is receiving a grant from the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services. Okay, so you must have a disability, and the applicant is visually impaired or hearing impaired. Okay, well, it exists. Thanks. I guess 1,141 people have phones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a lot.
No, it's not.
Since
2020. Yeah, that's
4 years.
That's like, yeah, that's 400 people a year. Not that much. Okay.
You know, so 14, say 1,400 by 600 as well. 14.
It's not like I have a calculator open.
They spend about 800,000
in 4 years. Okay. All right. Next one is expanding internet access in Tobago, the universal project that has brought reliable internet access to Palatuvier, Lansome. Did we talk about this already, right? Yeah. When we talk about this is where we figure out that people are only going on the internet to find out the lotto numbers. Like,
I'll play with.
I can't remember what episode that was, but yeah, I'll laugh at that episode when we really checked it out. Our TT Wi-Fi initiative provides no-cost internet access at public spaces like libraries, hospitals, and schools. This is part of our plan to make sure everyone stays connected in the digital age. What? ttwifi.gov.net? That's our website. Just now, I'm going to check that one. ttwifi.gov.net. I don't know of any school that have it, but
403.
403 error? That what you getting, right?
Yeah. You too?
Yes. Look, just so the viewers know, all right. I went to ttwifi.gov.net. It said not secure, and learn more.
403 forbidden.
Yeah, forbidden, right? Okay, so there's an error on the website. OpenResty.body. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Yep. All right. So that's just a sign. The ttwifi.gov.net website. Now we can. All right. Next one. Where was that?
What is website built with?
What's that way?
Microsoft front page.
Oh nah! You're playing with me. Real front page.
I never. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, God. You know the builtwith.com?
Yeah. Wow. That's tough. Front page, you say, you know. Front page is still a thing that is used.
I didn't know that. That's what, so there's our website called builtwith.com.
Yeah.
When you enter URL, it'll scan the website and tell you what technologies it found. And one of the frameworks it found for ttwifi.net is Microsoft front page.
That was 2003, 2004 though, when I build websites with front page.
Yeah, I never do front page. I do Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, that was for Adobe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Next one, we're building a world-class data center. We're developing a tier 4 government data center, the highest standard in the world. This will host critical data, software, and digital infrastructure across government, minimizing services, outages, ensuring safety, and allowing for growth. That's the Ministry of Digital Transformation. The weird thing about this one is that there's a purple box around the heading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually them kind of things just only happen when you're using an app or something and you have it selected at the same time and then you screenshot it. Yeah. Like there's no reason why the purple box needs to be selected. So like you're using Canva and instead of exporting the image, you just screenshot it, and that's what I feel happened there. I could be wrong, but it's just weird that there's a purple box.
I see somebody commented asking who's building it. Do you think the chances are that they would respond?
Nah, they didn't respond to nobody. Because responding to these things requires like accountability now.
Yeah, like our official response. I don't think the social media
person not going to respond to this. But that's kind of like me with school. When people send messages onto social media, I just be like, yeah, if you want to get a response, send an official email. Because you're not going to get a response here. You think that somebody managing this? No, nobody really manages. The person who manages this just posts stuff on behalf of the institution.
Yeah.
So nobody going to ask any question there. Unless it's a small business and the small business trying to, get customers or something. But for a ministry, highly doubt it. All right, next one is equipping communities with technology or ICT access centers provide 15 plus communities with computers and internet and digital training, serving underserved communities and providing support at no cost. They focus on helping seniors, at-risk youth, and persons with disabilities. I know this one working. I've seen it, hear about it, and many people do benefit from the access centers. So that's a good thing. And some of the people who teach in there would like some of my students, I think one or two of them, they're teaching seniors how to be cyber secure and all those different things. So yeah, the access centers, well done. Yeah, well
Thumbs
done.
up.
Digital transformation strategy approved. The cabinet has approved a 3-year national plan to build a digital society, economy, and government in TNT. The bold strategy will guide TNT's digital future and empower citizens and businesses alike. Next step, public release and citizen engagement for feedback. That's supposed to be on the website.
All right, so
when they approve that?
Not even that, like, is having the strategy approved accomplishment. Or they probably shadow me like that. So like,
wait. So what you mean? What you mean when they say don't mean it like that? Like, what did you actually mean? Because that's what it sounds like. There's no other way to like to.
All right. So what? So in order to approve the strategy, all right. The good thing is that they actually had a strategy. All right. So I guess that should be the accomplishment that they have a strategy, getting it approved. I don't think, and if they go to parliament, they are the majority. Most likely it will be approved.
Yeah, correct.
So having the strategy is probably.
The next step is public release and citizen engagement for feedback. If they release it to public and they have feedback, I would love to see it and I wouldn't mind giving feedback.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it on the website. Probably I didn't look hard enough, but okay. Because everything here have a link. Well, not a link. Well, there's a link on the picture to tell you to go to that page. But when you go to the Ministry of Digital Transformation, all they have is the budget presentation prominent on the which could be like a disconnect between social media and the website, because that's a thing that's happened to companies all the time. So more so the government, they'll just be like, yeah, put that up on social media. We'll tell the website people to put it up. And the website man is like, bro, me ain't coming out to work today. Yeah. Or they'll get that next week. Yeah, something like that will happen. All right, next one is bringing digital skills to every citizen. 4,000 participants boosted their computer skills with makeITsimpleTT. Certificates from Coursera, Linux Foundation, Grow with Google, and more are available online at no cost to you. That's mdt.gov.tt/makeITsimpleTT. That kind of sounded like what the D-Hub website had on it, because it had all the Linux stuff and whatnot. But I don't know what the makeITsimpleTT is. Did you check that one, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I heard about this.
makeITsimpleTT Digital Skill Development Program, not registered, introduced in introductory courses. Yeah, they have things for preteens, teens, vacation camp, digital literacy. Yeah. I think this is cool. You see, when they do the camps and thing, and you remember we always talking about you gotta be able to educate people on how to use these technologies, because you could put it in place and nobody will ever use it, or nobody will want to use it.
But I mean, I put a big part of it too is awareness, because people need to know that the workshops and stuff there. Because like this makeITsimpleTT, I don't think I ever heard about it.
But you are not the person that they want to know.
Yeah, but what do you call it? The requirements to sign up is anyone over the age of 18. Over the age of 18.
Yeah, but I'm going into the communities. I'll kind of devil's advocate this one. They're going into the communities and getting the people who like does come to go by the shop. Go to
it's saying certificates from Coursera, Linux Foundation, and Grow with Google. I interested in that.
Oh, okay. All right, I see where you're coming from. So you mean they're doing the low-hanging fruit people? They're doing the basics, and nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing on the higher
it's
end.
good that they are the program, but the awareness part of it in terms of making it known that, hey, we have this program here. Not just that we have it, but let people know we have it and let them come and do it. You know?
Okay. All right. Well, then, we could call them out a little bit on the Coursera and the Linux Foundation and thing, because on the form, they just said, please fill out this form, which will allow you to sign up for cohort 3 of the functional digital literacy skills, which is safety in an online environment, introduction to internet use and email, and accessing government services online. It had nothing here that's saying we'll teach you stuff and give you a Coursera certificate.
Or Linux Foundation. I mean, anything from on Linux Foundation is nothing about, I don't think anything about digital literacy and whatever. It's more, there's at least...
They have Linux Foundation courses.
And, so it's something technical.
Yeah, watch your website. Have you registered with makeITsimpleTT? Click here for courses. And it leads you to Linux Foundation courses 2024 for international programs. So they have cloud, container, cybersecurity, DevOps, Kubernetes, Linux, Node.js, open source, all that different stuff. Yeah, so you can sign up for that.
Yeah, so...
Enter your name, last name. But yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Okay, well, now we know.
Yeah, but not enough people know. And I think a lot of people benefit from stuff like this.
I send in some students. I gonna send in some students. Any of them claiming that they do have nothing to do and they're looking for something free or whatnot, I'll be like, yeah, go and sign up for this. The government giving it for free. Like, whereas when you go to Coursera, you'll get like a basic course and then you had to pay for the updated one. So it exists and it's cool. All right, next one is introducing cashless payments to TNT. This one is quite blurry. I have no idea why it's so blurry. It looks like somebody take a picture of a picture because there's no way a screenshot could come out so blurry. I don't know if I doubt you'll be able to see it from one way, but this one here, very blurry as opposed to the others. But it has some that even blurrier too. But
that's a hybrid cash.
Yeah, just saying that. Yeah, a hybrid cash digital payment system is coming to TNT. The Unified Payments Interface developing partnership in India. We talk about that. This is key to building, blah, 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 offering choice. Okay. We're going to talk about cashlessness in the next section. So we'll talk about that because, yeah, we spoke about that so much times. Access government services from your home. We're developing a secure and unique electronic ID that lets you access government services online, allows smoother and faster integration with the government. Completely optional enrollment, giving you control of how your info is used. Oh my, there's a typo. It says control over how your info is used. Yeah. Yeah, social media man. He wasn't studying them. He was like, yeah, send the text somebody, put it up. Didn't have time to proofread. Don't worry, it happens to everybody. Yeah. Access government services from your home. This one is we're developing. So this actually says coming soon. So reach to the point where introducing or coming soon. So this is not a achievement, but the thing did say progress report. So they're actually telling you the progress of it, which is a little bit of accountability, just a tad. Supporting cybersecurity investment, that's the tax allowance, and the CTIA mobile app from makeITsimpleTT makes it easy to access this allowance. Interesting. I am going to download the CITA.
You know, talk about I think it's Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Yeah, I see Darren posting about it.
Yeah.
CITA Trinidad. Okay. I want to see if I could apply for the cybersecurity tax allowance for my business. I want to see that.
But under what conditions? What you're going to
do? I don't know because I don't know. I using all cloud technology, so I want to know what cybersecurity thing that
have. So you're paying, how much you're paying, and what percentage of that is cybersecurity, and then request
something. So I don't know. I want to see. All right, next three quickly. Our D-Hub community provides local software developers with training tools and support. Over 2.5 million in grants awarded to bring life to new ideas. Well, that's how much money each one of the D-Hub people get? 250?
Yeah, I think around that, yeah.
250, so it's like 11 of them, or 12 of them. Each of them get 250,000 to develop whatever it is they had to develop. I think so. I ain't too sure. But D-Hub, we happy with D-Hub to an extent until we see our actual product come out. Because we need to see the product come out because I think
I would say based on how much money there's per other places, they need to put more than 2.5 million into this.
Well, and the MVPs and Sinead and them, when we interviewed Johnny and them, they said that the MVPs had to be due next year, March or something, so?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Next year, no, January, they had to get some update, and then the MVPs had to be due 1 year later, which is March or something like that. So, we'll see if there's more that they're going to get once they reach to the MVP. I hope.
I mean, like in terms of, they talk about investing in the youth and diversifying the economy and, the whole digital transformation thing, right? And we're going to drive digital transformation, investing in your local talent and the people, who actually in the field, and $2.5 million to put into not just these projects, but like say you will come up with a program where you're incubating your local talent to help drive a digital transformation, not just, all right, we will do this, we will do that, let me go to a consultant, like bring a company from the US or from India or whatever, right? Bring them in, pay them $1 million US, $2 million US versus taking the time and investing it locally. That's what I mean, like 2.5 million.
I guess
put a bit more. And anyways, it's a start.
It's our start. Let me take that. Our digital delivery unit, DDU, is at 5 key government agencies to accelerate digital transformation. The team is designing systems to
And the reason why I say that too is when I look at where they spend a lot more money in the budget, is like, all they really need to put 20 million here, 10 million here. But in something like this, you're paying 2.5 million.
I agree.
That's a big part of my whole national.
Yeah, I agree. I get where you're coming from, and me and Vex it here at all. Like, if you're really serious about it, you could put more money behind it, and you would give a chance to, I don't know, bigger ideas coming. But I guess they're putting money into these 5 key governmental agencies too. So it have teams inside different government agencies. One of them is finance for sure. The other one I think is digital transformation, and I'm not too sure education. They might have one inside there. I can't say for sure, but they just say 5 key agencies.
You can look at it kind of like an investment too. Say investing, same Sinead and what's his name? I forget his name.
Johnny.
Kwasi. Yeah, Sinead and Kwasi. Invest in them, right? And you invest a little bit more money in them, right? They get the experience, they get the capability. And they have a company, and let me say the company grow, or they develop their capacity, right? And when it's time again to do some other project or whatever, instead of having to go and outsource to a US company to a company from an external country and having to pay them in US, you already have a local company here that you invest in, you build the capacity, they probably hire locals, and you pay them in TT,
Yeah. I agree. Like, the Forex issue is literally solvable if you don't have to pay people in US. Like,
I mean, it would be a small drop in the barrel compared to where most of the US going, as the minister say, is new cars. But but still,
I understand. It will make a inroad and show that it is possible for you to not have to drain everything. We're streamlining the current system and distributing government benefits, designed to make accessing the benefits easier, faster, and safer, requiring few visits to government offices. Boy, I don't know. I don't agree with that one. But they said soon, easier access to government benefits, because just the other day I had to go to a government office and I tell them I send an email and the man tell me I don't know who does check that email. I'm dead serious. And I watch him in the eye and I was like, here are the physical forms. Here are the copies that I made. Here are the things. And I was like, he literally said, I don't know who's checked the email.
What office is that?
That is social welfare. That's the organized pension and them kind of thing now. Yeah. You could submit them things online.
Talking about that, what the deadline for property taxes, November and not November.
Yeah, November.
Okay. Right.
I tell you, I get to pay mine?
Well,
Okay, Well, I didn't get to pay.
Previous one,
previous owner got the information, and I don't have the energy inside of me to go and run them down to tell them that they have it on the wrong name. I just hope that me and that fella stay in good graces. And
but if something anyway, you'll have to do it sooner or later.
Yeah. No. All right, let's move on. TNT climbs global e-government rankings. The UN e-government survey ranks TNT 86 in the world, up from 93 in 2022.
You know what would be a good thing here? To look at the ranking and see who ranked above us, not just...
There we go. Let's do it. UN e-government rankings. All right. UN ego, right, okay. Denmark, Estonia, and Singapore have emerged, as I'm going to share the tab, as global foreigners in the United States. The UK rising 4 places to 7th. Okay, where is the list? Is there a link that says the list? You would think that have a hyperlink to tell you where the list is. No? It's our one hyperlink in the article. Jeez. This is real hard to follow by. Oh, I find it. It's a PDF. No, this is one from 2022. Yeah, this is one from 2022. Nah, this document too long. They have all kind of figures and all kind of thing. I don't know. See if you could find it, because I'm not going to scroll through this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. It have no way that... That's now. Let me ask Copilot. Because Copilot on my machine... What
You know, better yet, Perplexity.
All right, what are the current UN e-government rankings? Top perform. They pull in this thing from the same website that we just on, and ChatGPT just pull the exact the first 4 paragraphs and summarize it from a. Wow. Can you find the list
I found
of
it.
the top?
Well, I find it top 10.
Okay. I found the latest UN government, which includes the rankings. Okay. So it's on my link. Oh gosh, this thing opening up in Bing. Ow. That is the bad part. I can't live this life. You get the one for the survey 2024?
Yeah, coming up. That's
okay.
Yeah, I get it for this, yeah. Well, that's...
Is that a PDF?
You have Perplexity?
No.
Let's go to... Okay.
Just put the link inside.
No, it's not a link.
Oh. Well, share your screen.
Let me share. Me share. Well, I can't stop doing this.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm here to support you. How you have Perplexity?
You don't have Perplexity? Perplexity for me is like, you know, when you need a real current search. Perplexity does actually search the internet and extract things out using ChatGPT, using an LLM.
Okay.
So you can see?
Yeah, that's not coming up.
Right, so I search, what is the top 100 list? And let's give you all the links here. Denmark, Estonia, Singapore. You see it?
Yeah.
Right, so usual suspects: the UK, Canada, Netherlands, Germany, the US 18th, Israel 19th,
All right, check around 80, 85, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Kita.
Let me see who's the closest competitor.
India 42.
India is 42. Okay.
Nigeria 60.
We on par with, you know?
All this camera. Oh gosh. This is 86. I'll tell it, can you?
Because I watch any PDF, and the PDF have us with a high EGDI level. I know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, if we had to go through this whole PDF, that would take real long. So I'll just put it in the show notes. Yeah.
Where are we?
Denmark, Estonia. So you had Denmark, Estonia, Singapore, Republic of Korea, Iceland, Saudi Arabia, and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll find the table then. Yeah.
So Trinidad, what number they said Trinidad was?
86?
No. Seychelles 86. We not in the top 100. St. Vincent 87, Antigua 88, Dominica, St. Kitts. I'm gonna ask what rank is Trinidad and Tobago.
This is so you're trying to say this is disinformation?
I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with Perplexity and it's not the...
Because I've seen on the list here that they don't have it numbered by 86, they just have people based on whatever, but Trinidad, below Sri Lanka.
Davos has 66.
I don't seen any other Caribbean countries above us though, besides Bahamas.
Yeah.
Paraguay. Then there's Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, then Grenada is the closest to us. Yeah. Okay. That was nice while it lasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the last claim was that we are 86 in the world, up from 93 in 2022. Placed us in the top 5 of small island developing states, going up to digital excellence. So, all right, cool. Thanks. We feel good about that. At least we move somewhere. The movement is good. And?
Yeah.
So some optimism. Not really.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I've seen it. Yeah, we this table real weird. It's not sorted. So yeah, we 86.
Okay.
Bahamas 83, DR 85, Barbados 91. So Bahamas above us.
Right, yeah, that is what I've seen in the PDF here. Okay,
Jamaica,
I'll put the PDF in the show notes.
96.
We above Jamaica?
Yeah, Jamaica is 91, 96, yeah.
Okay. Guyana far down too, boy. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, well, at least the UN recognizes us. All right, Ollie. Thanks to the Ministry of Digital Transformation for giving us their update on their progress. And, well, all in all, I'm happy that the Ministry of Digital Transformation exists. Yeah. The way that everything is going to pan out will always, as you always say, will depend on how our politics pan out. So, if government changes, what the Ministry of Digital Transformation is doing could just be squashed and we could be back to square one. So, I don't know.
So, I mean, as a teacher, right, the Ministry of Digital Transformation came into being in 2020.
Yes, correct.
So, as a teacher, right, what grade would you give them?
A C+.
A C+. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a C+. You'll get a C for existing. You'll get the pluses for a few things. But the implementation of certain things in government taking a little too long.
So they could do better.
Yeah,
that potential, but it could, it's how to write the comments on it.
Yeah, it has potential, but could be better. Not living up to their potential, not achieving their potential, It could. I was going to say B- at first, but just can't say B can't come on no mouth. I can't say a B because there are certain things then in ministries, and I think would be easy to handle. But of course, they're probably seeing a lot more hiccups and hurdles than we are seeing. But I hope for the best. And by the time the elections take place, our elections take place, I'll give them a year after that. Right?
Well,
because provided that the same government stays in place, if the PNM stays in power, I'll give them a year, because if that happen and they ain't really get things going, they had enough of a runway to figure it out. So that's my rating. So while we were going through the slides, there was something about financial technology or fintech being implemented, and I bounced up an article from the news there. We wouldn't spend too long on it because we still had to talk about the Tesla robots. So let me just talk about who actually going to handle the payment situation in Trinidad. We'll come back after the break, y'all. Right now you're listening to Trini TechCast, and more than likely you know that I love technology a lot, but more so I love teaching technology. I'm a CSEC IT and CAPE Computer Science and IT teacher, and I have classes that are available. So if you know anyone, any student that's looking for quality CAPE Computer Science or CSEC IT classes, you can check us out at 308-8799 on WhatsApp or makeITsimpleTT.com/register. You can get classes, notes, recordings, SBA help, everything that you could think of that will get you that one in CSEC IT. So you can check us out. Back to the podcast. So we fed up talking about Trinidad and Tobago going cashless, but this article here from the Newsday, which we have in the show notes, is telling us about the TTIFC, which is Trinidad and Tobago Financial Committee. I did check the acronym before. I almost scroll up and find it. TTIFC stands for the Trinidad and Tobago
Financial Center.
Right.
So where the I come in? Anyway, go ahead.
International Financial Center. I don't know. So there's a part of the article. They talking about digital payments, promise, financial literacy, yada, 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 all the things we normally talk about. But there's a part here, a matter of trust. The TTIFC's Financial Inclusion Survey indicated that trust for or lack thereof of financial institutions and services was a major barrier to using cashless options. We know this. We sure about that. In the survey, during a focus group discussion involving financially excluded people, participants expressed concerns about the security of their personal information, not just with cashless options, but with traditional banking systems as well. Others were concerned about their finances being monitored while using cashless options. So that's one of the questions that everybody has, right? The question is, I don't want to use this because mark of the beast. I don't want to use this because they go thief more money. I don't want to use this because you can't trust them people. Tax. Yeah, a lot of pay taxes. And what is the answer to it, right? So they're saying that this means that all digital payment channels must meet security standards to become operational. It said, when developing its cashless options, a TTIFC uses industry standards such as Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, which defines the security requirements to protect environments where payment account data is stored, processed or transmitted, and ISO 2701001, the International Standard for Information Security Management. So they're saying that there's an industry standard that's going to be put in place, and everybody have to line up with it. It also ensures regulatory compliance through the Data Protection Act of 2011 and the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, are often on the standard used locally and regionally to ensure that customers maintain their rights to have their information properly managed. It also focuses on security to protect payment card data, reduce the risk of data breaches, blah, blah, blah. So there are standards being put in place, and there is a regulatory body to handle these things. However, I don't know. We have like building codes and building standards in Trinidad too. And I see people put up some structures that just how that slide now. How how this big company got the ability to put up this structure in this way, but another person who tried to build something like that, town country wanna come and rip down your little house or your building.
Because it didn't grease the wheels.
Then the same thing could happen with this. You could put all the standards I want in place for digital safety and digital, let's call this word, data management and GDPR and whatever, and cyber threats and all that. But our culture is going to determine how well the standards are kept. And that's where I have the fear.
So, in terms of something like PCI compliance, right? The PCI compliance is not determined by you, an external regulating body, whoever does determine that compliance. And have a whole, like, probably 10, 20 pages of questions you have to do and make sure you're actually up to standard, you're compliant, you do testing, you do whatever. So, and if you don't pass that, then you can't process no transactions. So companies like First Atlantic and I'm not sure we pay all of it, but First Atlantic and other card processors, and once you collecting customer information on your website as a payment processor, you just have to do stuff like that. If you're using like Square or Square or Stripe or WePay or whatever, you don't have to do it. WePay and Square and those companies don't have to do it. So, and I think in most cases, well, what they're proposing here, that they themselves be the processors, or they're going to use like a third party?
It didn't say.
So if it's a third party, the burden and the compliance will be on them. If it's on the government, then that is where, as I say, if it's on the government, that's where you would have issues, and they wouldn't be able to operate. If you're not compliant in some of these things, you won't be able to operate your stuff.
What I could say, boy, I'm glad that there is a framework or something. I'm glad that, at least. So is one less hurdle or one less deterrent to a bank to say, yeah, coming onto your system, to your cashless system, because I wouldn't want to have all the inconvenience of me coming onto the system and then I become liable when somebody transaction doesn't go through or their information is leaked or whatnot. I just want to know, okay, if I am a bank and I'm going to work on this instant payment thing with the system from India that you want to bring, you had to show me that you have something in place to protect me, because I just out here to make money. I'm not trying to risk my financial life with all you.
Yeah. So yeah, they would have to pass that. You could check PCI compliance.
I really feel like it's
a council, a standards council, a global standards council.
Right, yeah. So they'd be like IEEE. Yeah. That's the people who have all these stickers on all them devices to say that it pass all sort of tests so that it be able to sell. Yeah. So this will be the same thing. So if that is going on, that's just another like plus in the system to say, okay, we're not just trying to say that we smart and we just go and build this thing from the ground up. We know that we have to put some sort of regulatory body in place, and the regulatory body that is going to be put in place actually knows what they're doing. That's my fear, that the regulatory bodies are being run by 75-year-old politicians. No. And that's no. Well, you're saying now, that is my concern.
Yeah, no, I'm saying to say that, you can't let it happen. That's
Yeah. If this is being run by people who were in the digital landscape, probably they work in banks or they work in different places or whatnot, and they call them in and they say, all right, here, come, this is what we're going to do. These are the things that they do for PayPal when I was there. This is what happened when I was working for Square. This is what happened when I was blah, blah, thing, whatnot. And they come and they put these things in place. I'll have confidence in it having some sort of validity. What I won't have confidence in is the 75-year-old politicians who have to sign off on it and give these people the runway that they need to implement what needs to be done. Because I could say for sure, as far as I know, IT people don't like politics. IT people like problems to solve. And they like to find out what the problem is, figure out how they're going to solve it, and implement the solution, and then sit down and be like, that's working. But when the politics come in and be like, no, it's working, but wait. I needed to put it forward this way so that when I go and talk about it, that they'll be able to say, like, or you finished with it yet? And you say, the engineer say, no. I need to go and demo it tomorrow, and I need to talk to the people, and I have to tell them something working. And the engineer like, nothing working right now. We can't tell them that it's working. And the politician will say, nope, election's coming up. We have to tell them that it's working. And that kind of thing, that is what I'm concerned about. The politics of it. And if you politicize digital transformation, I ain't really going to feel too confident about that.
Yeah.
But the IT people, do what you have to do. Do the thing right, do it properly, and let me see if we could actually implement it and it will make sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, as soon as they have the app and it's able to work, I'll go down and use it, because cashlessness is greatness.
Yeah.
Just the other day I went on, I pulled up by the pump. Same time with our van. Yeah. One man went to the cashier to pay. And then when he come back to the vehicle, he see me driving off and he was watching me. And I was like, poor guy. Poor guy. Yeah. Pay at the pump. All right. Last story. We're gonna talk about this. I definitely want to talk about it. Let's talk about Elon Musk and the Tesla robots. How far they've come, and have they been lying to us? Well, because you're listening to this podcast, more than likely you know how to order things online already. But if you know somebody who doesn't know how to order things online, and you probably just fed up having to order things for them, and you want them to be able to get a little more self-sufficient with respect to ordering things online, yeah, we have a service called Order It, where you can send the links and we order it for you and we deliver it straight to you. So if it's somebody who is not technologically savvy, doesn't have a credit card, and they want to order things online, hey, send them to us. 308-8799 on WhatsApp. And we'll be able to help them order it and save you the trouble of having to buy things for them. Back to the podcast. You remember the first time Tesla, we back, right? Just letting you know. You remember the first time Tesla debuted the robots? They had an actual human dancing in our suit, right? In our robot suit, right?
Yeah.
Right. And all of us were dying like, robots debut, blah, 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 cool. But why is there a man dancing on the stage? Everybody wants to see a demo of it.
Yeah.
So Tesla debuted these humanoid robots. They debuted the cars. It had a car and a bus and thing, but the self-driving stuff, I mean, we know that exists. That's not a problem. The robots, however, responding to humans, well, apparently the Verge figured out something, right? So the title says, the Optimus robots at Tesla's Cybercab event were humans in disguise. Behind the scenes, humans assisting Optimus meant the We Robot event said little about how far its humanoid robots have come. So here's what happened. Attendee Robert School posted that he'd learned humans were remote assisting the robots, later clarifying that an engineer had told him the robots use AI to walk. However, Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas wrote that the robots relied on teleops, human intervention, in a note to the outlet reports. There were obvious tells to back up those claims of like the fact that the robots all have different voices or that their responses were immediate with gesticulation to match. So this is a video of the robot. This is one on X.
Thank you, sir. Have a great rest of your night. You as well. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Before we begin, that's ID. You're like a little too young. Controversial. We're drinking days.
So like, if you listen to the conversation, it's way ahead of even what ChatGPT 4.0 could do. It's so responsive and it's so conversational that I didn't really pay attention to any of the videos of them talking, but like Tesla, gosh boy, why they had to do that?
Well, you could probably say is an improvement on the last thing. It's now somebody in an actual suit.
Yeah, but it's like
somebody behind the scenes.
I cannot trust them again. Let me tell you why I can't trust Tesla again, right?
Yeah.
One, the robot that was dancing originally 3 years ago was a human being in spandex.
Yeah.
Two, the thing that they call self-driving was actually lane assist.
Yeah.
When it started off, all it was doing was following white lines, and they called it self-driving, they marketed it as self-driving, and they get sued through their eyeballs with. And now they're talking about these AI robots that able to respond conversationally, and it's not. And they're just lying to people. Now, granted, the robot walking and the robot being able to stand up and the robot being able to move its hands and have all that dexterity and all that, that's a big thing. Like having a humanoid robot to be able to be demoed in public and do that, even if it's teleops doing it, that's a big thing. But come cleaner and say they are not fully autonomous yet.
Yeah.
We do have a little bit of remote control going on, but however, we on the last mile, or we just have the last hurdle to cross because we have everything that is necessary for it to work properly. Just that we still trying to solve a little bit of the AI part of it. Do that.
I don't think they're on the last mile. Because if you're on the last mile, you would need somebody to control the hand movements and do the responses, I think we're really autonomous right now is just walking. Everything else is kind of stuff that's already been done in terms of having a robot and being able to control it with a human, more or less mimicking what a human in the background doing,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it probably have a good way to go still.
Probably. So the question is, why do they lie?
I don't know, to get the hype. I mean,
to get the new cycles.
Elon doing this. Why you made the Cybertruck? How long the Cybertruck was supposed to come out? It was supposed to come out 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, 2019, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it a lot, and people just don't have no big consequences. So like, okay, overpromise.
Why are there no consequences? No, that's not cool.
You know what? You know it is too? You see the way he deal with Twitter? Where he come in and get rid of a whole set of stuff and put real hard deadlines on people. Like we was talking about a little bit before, in terms of the politician coming in and telling the people, we need this done today instead of tomorrow. I think Elon does probably come in and put some hard or harsh deadlines on the engineers or the developers. But what he's probably do upfront. He's probably gone promise and over promise or whatever, and then come back to the team and be like, yeah, we had to do this in 2 years. Then it don't happen, and just be like, all right, let me do a little hodgepodge. Cause that's kind of it looked like that he character. He's over promise and under deliver. At least in Tesla, but SpaceX. There's probably something different.
SpaceX is actual engineers. SpaceX is like people who, because when you're playing with rockets and things and space and whatnot, you can't do the overpromise thing. You have to, because this is literally going to blow up. And if it's going to blow up in the sky, you turn away putting a human on there. This here, cars, you get an accident, all right, die, fender bender, airbag pop out, nobody will die. Or whatnot. The robots, they could overpromise and whatever is the case. So Elon just have his fingers so drenched in these people that he is getting them to buy into his follow-up. We just get the news cycles and we'll figure out everything else after.
Yeah,
because
it's the Apple cars.
Because I promise you, a Boston Dynamics robot, if you watch the demos of Boston Dynamics robot, it have way more dexterity. It could do all kind of things, and it walking around and it doing all kind of parkour and not parkour, yoga poses and all kind of things.
Yeah.
Like way better, but they don't have the media cycle.
Wait, see the thing to Elon promising to bring this, to the market as a commercial product. Boston Dynamics, I don't think
right, that's the thing. He promising something that does not exist.
As yet.
Boston Dynamics could, when Boston Dynamics demo spot the robot dog and them kind of thing, that was actually working. That's why it have companies that buy the dogs to do like checking on plants and all those different things and security, so because it's actually working and it can actually be done. Elon Musk telling people you could get this for $30,000 next year. That is Cybertruck. That is Cybertruck again. Because he tell them they could get the Cybertruck in 2019. Not happening.
Yeah.
What kind of stupidity?
Unless he's shipping it with the whole
teleops.
With the teleops where you
had to put on a VR headset.
No,
not possible at all. What them telling here is you could replace your bartender, you could replace your this, you could replace your that.
Like I could see it happening, but again now probably wouldn't make sense. Like you could have somebody remotely doing the bartending, but you're still relying on a human.
Yeah, it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. But Elon strikes again. He will go down as one of the most polarizing characters in history of technology because he's do so much good things, but
you don't think the good outweigh the bad? I think the good outweigh the bad. So I
honestly think it does, because without PayPal, we would not know that payments could have go wherever it could have go. Without eBay, you would not know that online selling and thing.
Yeah, SpaceX too is
yeah.
I mean, he was the first, and there's the first, what do you call it, vehicle car company that was developed in a long time in the US.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Tesla was like, he did that. I ain't gonna lie, he advances technology in a big way.
So,
but the polarizing part of it is how he promotes it. I just be like, why lie, boy? But it's not really lie. His thing is disinformation. Like I don't know if I
say disinformation. He's somebody where. He's somebody, I ain't picking up him or saying it's not this information, but I think he's somebody who does aim for the stars and he's aim for the stars, say, yeah, it's possible, we're going to do it, and then you reach the sky, land on the sky or land on the moon.
No, I think...
go ahead.
Here why I say disinformation, right? Because disinformation is you purposefully producing information that is a half-truth, so that you will be able to spread some sort of lie in the process, right? And the lie is that this thing is fully autonomous. The half-truth is it is autonomous, but it's not fully autonomous because it's being controlled by a human still. But he got people to come to the whole Warner Brothers car park, all the media, everybody, and all of them post the video and say, wow, look how cool this is. If it wasn't for The Verge pointing this out, who would I know?
No, you cannot. Well, I cannot tell that, that's probably not real.
You could have suspected, but you would not know. Somebody would have to do a proper investigation, like The Verge did with this article. And I just, okay. I don't want one. I mean, I want one, but I don't want one.
No, I don't think I would want one of that in my house. It's like, it looks so you see, I don't want that. Not right now.
I got it my robot vacuum cleaner. I got it that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe by the time, we get to that age, we might need a little help around the house and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I wouldn't.
By that time, say 20, 30
assistant.
years from now, by that time, it'll go be there. You know,
I won't by that time. But right now, I can't trust them. Like, I can't trust what you're saying.
Yeah.
If it's the Tesla one. If it's a Boston Dynamics one, I probably would trust them more, but I'll still be concerned because I'm not too sure, like, what the service will be or what the media part of it will be now. Basically, what the consumer-facing part of it, because Boston Dynamics is cool, but the consumer-facing part, because they're basically a research company, so they ain't really trying to do the advertising. And with the self-driving car, right, and the self-driving taxi, that we'll just talk about that real quick. They introduced this self-driving taxi that going on come, and you could get a car and then it could end up being a taxi after. He has completed 0 regulatory filings fit. None. And promising that next year you're going to be able to buy this car, and then when you go to work, it's going to be able to work as a taxi for you and come back to meet you. It have zero, it on a steering wheel, it had nothing. And right now all the regulations say you must have a steering wheel, which is how Waymo does operate.
Elon
and Waymo,
in his mind, he living 10 years into the future. And he trying to time travel. He trying to bridge us. In his mind, 10 years ahead.
The future now. The future is now.
Yeah, he tried to bridge the gap, but it has something in between. You know, time, which is time. But he trying to...
By telling you. But, okay. So that's cool. I okay with it. I'm glad that it exists and whatnot, but I ain't really, on that
really yet. Was I say, he overselling, to put it nicely.
He like a door-to-door salesman,
Yeah.
All right, Olia. Thank you very much for listening. Today we went through 3 topics as usual. Well, if you make it to the end, thank you for staying here. And you put up with us trying to Google and find articles and whatnot. If you put up with all that means you probably want to see the article. So I definitely put it in your show notes there, so you'll see the actual PDF with all the government stuff that we was looking for the digital transformation highlights. And as always, thank you very much for listening. Last week we had a little problem where we upload the wrong podcast, and the morning of the upload, somebody messaged me and be like, oh, they upload the wrong audio. I was like, oh shucks, yeah. I thought we got past those sort of problems in our production line, but humans are game, that's why we need robots. Actually, no, my podcast, my editor and my admin, they just, working magic in the background. So thank you very much to can't remember who messaged, but glad you did. And for all those of you who make it to the end, we applaud you. And we encourage you to share it with other people, especially tech people who care enough. I should have like 3 new listeners this week because of our podcast video. So thanks a lot, y'all. Thanks a lot. So my name is Andre Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and my co-host, as you know him, is
from Redbit Tech.
I came with 2 E's and not on TikTok, doesn't care about your views anymore. And whenever you do see a video from him, it'll probably be because the fire has been reignited.
Something might happen this week. I'm not sure. I'll go in somewhere.
Promises.
Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah. My live blog. Yeah. So thanks for listening to the podcast. I'll see you all next week when we find more things to talk about in technology, because apparently Trinidad is 86th on a list of countries that are moving forward with technology.
And I think number 2 in the, at least the English-speaking Caribbean. Bahamas above us.
Well. Look at that. That sounds nice to know. Yeah. Hey, we'll see you all next week. Thanks a lot, man. Later.